you will need boxed cake mix, a jar of frosting, icing decorations, lollipop sticks for your cake pops, and melting chocolate. And in this recipe, instead of the eggs and the oil, we're going to use a fat-free soda. Add your boxed cake mix to your mixing bowl. All your boxed ingredients, you're just going to add a cup of soda. Sounds weird, but it'll taste really good in the end. And then you just stir as you would if all the normal ingredients were in here.
So then you're gonna add your cake batter to your pan, just like that. You're gonna do it for all of them. Okay, so normally you would use a 13x9 baking pan, but it really doesn't matter because you're gonna smash them all up anyways later. After your stove has been preheated to 350 degrees, you just pop the little muffins in and you wait till they're done.
Okay. Once your cake pops have finished in the oven, you're going to remove them carefully. I'm going to close the door behind you and move them to the freezer so you can chill them for about 10 minutes if you're in a time crunch. If you're not, you can put them in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. So the next step, you're going to wash your hands because you're going to be touching the food. Okay, so your next step would be to crumble all of your cake into a big, large mixing bowl and dump an entire jar of icing into that cake. But because we're broke college girls, we're going to use 3 paper plates and see what we get. So you're going to crumble your cake after it's completely cooled down into really, really, really tiny pieces. So tiny that there are no chunks left. This might be kind of hard with this recipe because using soda makes your cake a little more moist than normal. Kind of like that. Maybe even a little smaller if you can. We're going to do about 3 per bowl. Okay, so I would start, because we have them in 3 separate bowls, with maybe 4 to 5 tablespoons, depending on the consistency when you're done. If you need to, you can always add more. But see, that was kind of big, so maybe like 2 or 3 of those. You should use the entire jar though. So make sure you get enough icing in your bowls. And then you're also going to mix that with your hands too. This is very down and dirty kind of a recipe. So the mixing should just be as if, I don't know, you're kneading something, but make sure to incorporate all your cake into the frosting, because this is the way it's going to stay sticky and hold its shape when you roll them into cake balls. So it looks very gross, but don't forget, we did wash our hands. And if you lose some along the way, that's all right. Next, you would pick up a bowl of your frosting and your cake mix, and then just roll, 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 roll until you have somewhat of a cake ball. They're not going to be perfect because we don't have like a melon scooper, but just take them and put it on your plate. And you're going to make about however many sizes you want. Okay, so your next step is going to be to melt your chocolate. So we're going to do that in the microwave because that is the quickest way to do it when you're in a college dorm. So this is what the consistency of your chocolate should be like. You don't need that much for right now because you're just going to be using the end of the stick. So you're going to cover just a little bit like that, and then you're going to take it and put it right through the center of your cake balls. Just like that. And then you're going to leave them in the fridge. All of them are going to have sticks. And you're going to leave them in the fridge for about 2 hours.
Okay, so after you've stuck your lollipop sticks into your cake balls, you just stick them in the freezer for 2 hours to chill. And because we're in college, we have to put signs on them to tell people not to eat them.
Okay, so we brought in a cake pop expert because we're having a little difficulty. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna lightly put your cake pop in the chocolate and delicately put the chocolate around the cake pop. And when you're done, you're gonna lift it and smooth it out so it kind of looks presentable to the best of your ability.
And this is what the final product should look like, even if you didn't do your best.
It's the thought that counts. We were this was like the first time we made cake pops, so we're kind of proud. They don't really taste that bad. We took one that kind of fell apart, but woo, cake pops.